All right. Wow. At least it's only 4 minutes late this week.
Well, yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, shut up. Anyway, I'm Gizz Lazlo. Welcome to You Know What You Should Do, live from LA. My co-host just Paul, and we already have our guest in here, Mr. Peter Arsenault from Doughboys and so many other bands. How you doing, Pete? I don't hear him. I don't hear him. Hold on. What happened? This is why I drink.
So this is why we don't go to the Down syndrome home for the interns anymore. Hang on, Pete. You think you're muted? Not muted. On our end. So I can hear that.
What happened? We were going so well.
So where's that? What's coming back? I hear
That's a tablet.
You got to mute that.
Holy shit. Anyway, I'm Gizz Lazlo. This is just Paul. Once we're getting this audio thing set up, how you been?
I've been all right, man. It's been a very long weekend, very long week, but things are, I feel like they're turning around. Like we're looking northward, hopefully. A little of that Peter Pan shit going on.
Nice. Well, Friday I think was one of my better days. Little Steven and the Mighty Manfred interviewed me on XM Radio, and I had a lot of fun doing that and promoting the new foreclosure stuff. And I don't know, like it's been a really weird week. Over 5 million people like heard
your voice,
heard my voice, heard my song this week, and like I've had 5 million listeners in 30 years.
Wow,
probably not. But for 1 week of one song being promoted like that, I mean, it's just absolutely just an incredible feeling.
Fantastic. Now, is Stevie gonna jump the next song out too, or you guys?
Wait, they played it after.
Really?
Yeah, they played our new single, and it's been well received again. It's weird how this new indie rock thing that I'm doing is just like, it's really
it's
hitting people.
It's a fun proof that rock and roll doesn't really go away. I mean, I know there's a lot of talk like administration, like, good punk, bad punk, hip hop, blah, blah, blah. Rock and roll just doesn't die, dude. It literally doesn't. Like,
punk rock is like pizza, and sex. Even when it's bad, it's not that bad.
Well,
yeah.
I promise.
Yeah. This.
I want to see your medal, by the way.
Oh yeah, if you can get that ready.
We should wear that all the time. my microphone cord's like 4 feet too short.
He's still muted.
Why is he muted?
No.
We were doing so well right before we went on air. This show's going down the toilet every week.
It's better than last week.
Yeah. Last week, Pete, it took us 45 minutes to get on air. And we're in a new broadcast studio here in LA, and it's just we got to figure out a new system where we have everything set up and ready to go every week. So at our after meeting, we'll talk about that.
The Gizz was wearing a Doughboys shirt.
Yes, I was, but it's
yellow. You didn't know that this happened today, so it's kind of a last minute thing.
Oh shit!
Now we
have delay, really bad delay.
We can't hear him. Really bad delay. Oh, that's like 8 seconds.
I hated that Pete's talking and I can't hear him. What's going on, guys?
Pete, do you know sign language? Because I don't.
I know sign language too. This is fucked. Okay, well, this is our drinking game for today. Every time we go silent, we drink.
Oh, we're fucking screwed.
If you're drinking, all right, there he is. Yes, Pete's drinking with us. All right, so we don't have any downtime. The history that I have with Pete, I met him in it was after it was in the early 2000s, and when I met Pete, we started talking on Facebook, and it was just, I don't know, he's just an amazing guy. Just like he's such a sweetheart, just like everybody else that I've met in the Doughboys. You know, Sean Kastner and Brock Patel, and I really haven't talked too much to John Cummings or Bondhead, but you know, here's Peter Arsenault, who was on the Crush album, which is I think one of the pop like still stands the I swear this is like the worst show ever.
I'll fight you, motherfucker.
I'm trying to have a sentimental moment about the Doughboys and what it's done for me, and
Can you hear me now?
The amount of influence it had on some of the bands that did. Yes.
I can't hear him. All I hear is I hear Battlestar Galactica shit. The Cylon Warrior.
How about now? Nothing?
Oh, I got something.
You got something?
Oh wow! Whoa! I hear you
Yeah.
now.
I adjusted something on my settings.
Oh,
so it was your fault.
so Canada.
Oh my God!
It's
Blame
that
Canada.
metric system.
Blame Canada.
It's that metric system thing.
Yeah. Hey.
Hi, Pete.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm okay. I'm a bit tired. I worked all day, but I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you hear us the whole time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh man, we said so many things.
I was like 2 minutes ago. I was trying to like give this history about Doughboys that like well how much the Doughboys mean to me is in my career. You know, like the first time I heard Home Again, like I was hooked, and that album just influenced everything in my life from then on out. You know, '89, everything changed. You know, so
Cool.
I
mean,
and then
I wasn't on that record, but you know,
I
we
know
still
that.
played a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, today, well, actually, all week I've been listening to that Jellyfish Babies
Oh wow,
self-titled LP that you guys did
That's
in
fucking
'86.
it was crazy. We were like 15 years old.
Hey, can you give us a brief rundown, like the history there? Like
He was about to.
Doughboys and
No, let's go.
Jellyfish,
Let's start with Jellyfish Babies. As you were saying.
Well, we started like just local playing these do-it-yourself punk shows, and somehow like we knew somebody who worked at the art tapes college, and he said, "Fuck, just come in and just record for free." And we did the whole record and paid for everything, like for the pressing and all that. And by the time I was 16, I had a record out, and it was just like, what the hell do we just do? And like, we only printed like 1,000, and some of them got destroyed. But yeah, it's weird. It just went across Canada on the college charts, and it made it to England. John Peel did a special on it.
Wow.
It was really strange, like for music to even come out of that area, like Nova Scotia in like '86. was very strange, even for us. And then, yeah, we just, ended up touring Canada and a bit of the States. We went down to like New York and played wherever we could. We went into like CB's and got Haley gave us a show.
Nice.
Like we just showed up and he saw our license plate and was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" He said, "You guys want to play?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, man." He said, "Come back at 7 and just load in and play for a couple of beers." So it was cool. And yeah, we were still in our teens. And then we moved to Toronto, got some management, and recorded a second record, and then a third record, and it just kind of fell apart. They moved to New York, and I just stayed in Toronto. And then, I got a call from Jonathan Cummings from Doughboys at like 2 a.m. saying like, "Hey, Peter, this isn't a joke. This is Jonathan. Can you come to Montreal?" And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Dude, I play guitar." And he was like, "Can you play bass?" I was like, "Sure." So, I learned like all those records in a week and went to Montreal and tried out, and just boom, it happened from there.
Doughboys are one of those bands for me where if John or Jonathan or anybody in that band called me and said, "Hey, can you play drums for us?" I would be there in a second, and I know every single song. Like Doughboys.
Yeah. I mean, I was a fan as well. Like they used to come to our shows when we played Montreal. And the band broke up and I wasn't doing anything, so what the hell? It was just like, I learned like 2 records and boom. Like I learned the backups as well. And it was cool. Everything worked out.
That was the coolest thing about being in the band was your backup vocals really shine. No pun intended, but like when you joined the band, like your vocals. I don't think I've actually said this yet publicly, but I have posted about it. But because of this interview that I did last Friday, little Stevie, he got me the opportunity to do a LA Weekly article, and it's like, what is your favorite record? And I wrote about Doughboys Home Again. That album, '89. It came out, and it's just an amazing record. To me, it's like punk rock Beatles. As everybody's saying on that album,
It's one of my favorite too. Like I love playing
There's
those
not a
songs.
shit song on it.
No, I love playing anything that we did off that record, which was just a couple generally. But it was fun. It was just like laid back and fun. Like it was everything about that era with them was just so cool. Like, it wasn't
having
like
3 Johns and a Brock.
And Paul when I joined, but still.
Paul Newman.
You get a ring.
Paul Newman.
So how far into the Doughboys did you pop in? Was that after the first album?
No, third
album.
Third album, yeah. That's when we pretty much just like practiced for like 2 years, and before we even played a show, and then we went like
I have
to
a
the
question
small
for
town
you.
and played. Yeah,
I have a question for you. Is it true that when the Doughboys were, I think, rehearsing and recording and doing rehearsals for the tour for Crush, you guys shared a studio with Voivod and Men Without Hats?
and the Nils.
Really?
What?
That's
But
fucking serious.
It was mostly Voivod and the Nils, but Men Without Hats wasn't really doing too much then at the time.
right.
But either were the Nils really, but Voivod was pretty like steady, that was cool. It was in like this really old rundown building in old Montreal. It's cool.
Man, that had to be fantastic being old Montreal.
Like that's like 4 bands that you mentioned. Like, Doughboys and Nils are very similar, but fucking Men Without Hats and Voivod, not even like in the same genre.
No,
And
not
you
at all.
guys are sharing a rehearsal studio. I just find that amazing.
Well, we were all kind of like, in that same scene and friends. So, there was no competition or anything like that. It was just cool.
What happened?
What happened?
I didn't read that.
No, that's our
Hello?
staff here.
That was one
Okay.
of our Down syndrome assistants.
Okay. Yeah, no, that
So
was
I wanna
awesome.
ask
That
you
was a
about-
great space.
So I want to ask about so I was today I'm like, oh, Doughboys, and I looked up Shine and I was like, wow, fuck, oh yeah, these guys. What about the Doughboys? Was there ever like a weird conflict there?
A couple actually that I remember. Like there was a band that showed up at a show and like came on our tour bus and tried to get us to change our name.
Okay.
See, good stories.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Tell me that story.
That's it. Like they were outside our tour bus. We were just laughing. Like, okay, like let them in. It's like, do you realize we're on a major?
Come on in.
We're on a major label. This is our tour bus, and like we're playing a sold out show. Like, what do you want? Sorry, guys. Go back to the donut shop.
What is the reference for the name? Do you know like the kind of the history of like how Doughboys came about, the name wise?
Well, I mean, originally it was like the first like soldiers to go out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't name the band, but
That's not what I.
That's as far as I know.
Okay.
I didn't name the band. No way.
That's not what Gizz said.
Shut up.
No.
If we have to shut up, then it's time to drink. Silence.
All right. All right.
Well, yeah.
Soda water. Soda water.
Chowder water.
Chowder water.
Chowder water. No. What else? Yeah, there was like some. There still is some bands down south that are called Doughboys, but it's like bluegrass or something like that. I don't know.
Country band that started like or something like that. That had the original The Doughboys, and then there's a few other like just going through the YouTube annals. It's like, what the fuck, man? I'm looking specifically for Doughboys.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like, you guys get into like the early to mid '90s, and you do Shine and Fix Me. Like, what was that like? Where were you guys at that point?
Well, like I said, we practiced for years before we even played our first shows, and then sorry, can you hear that? It's my damn phone. Sorry.
Started.
Yeah, and all of a sudden everything worked out, and we ended up recording. Because we had so much material from just like practicing so much, and yeah, we just went down to New York with Daniel Ray. Was that my phone? Sorry. And
he's gonna take a call now.
Yeah, that was amazing. Sorry, I'm
right
just
back.
turning this off. Who is doing that? Is that my phone or yours?
We're not ringing.
Wow. Everybody's got their phone.
You or
out
me? Oh, damn it.
Gotta be
Okay. Sorry about that.
Huh?
Sorry.
You're not here? Oh, that's got to be on his side.
Oh my God! Hold on. Holy, sorry. There. What the heck? Hey, hopefully that'll end.
All right,
Yeah.
hey, you hoser.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now,
Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, we went down and recorded with Daniel Ray.
I have another question about the Crush recordings. Is it true that when you guys recorded Crush, it wasn't just the 11 or 12 songs that were on that record? There's more that you guys recorded, right?
Oh my God! Yeah, like totally. I think there was like
There's
at one point
another
29.
record, pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I sat down one night with Kastner, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, we recorded a lot of songs for that record, and we only chose
the pre-production." Yeah, I think we did like 29 songs in the pre-production with Daniel, and yeah, we just focused on, I forget what it was, 12 or 14, and
yeah,
that's it. Yeah, somewhere those tapes are out there with all that stuff, like pretty like minimalistic too, because it was all pre-production.
right.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know where that stuff is. Like,
From what I understood, is and it might be a rumor, but I've talked to some people, and I'm not gonna say any names, but from what I heard, like Crush is supposed to come out on vinyl, and there's like some bonus tracks on it, and I'm just like I'm excited because you know me,
yeah, no, that's all John.
I'm a Doughboys fan. Like, ain't nobody can deny that.
Yeah, John's doing all that. I was just recently talking to our old manager, and he said just talk to John about it. So I don't know anything literally about it.
Hey, what's the status of the band right now?
Doughboys?
Yeah. You're coming
We
on
played
tour.
our-
You're gonna be on our show.
Oh my God, we played our last show in Green Bay, Wisconsin, in the '90s.
That's so funny. Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Green Bay,
Wisconsin.
but you gotta say
Yeah.
Hoser.
Yeah, go Packers. Yeah, there is no band anymore. Like, you know, John started All Systems Go, and he
That's
called
really
me
good.
up. Yeah, he called me up and, you know, like, he asked me to join, and I was like, sure, why the hell not, you know? And we worked our asses off. We toured everywhere again. And whatever, we gave it our best shot.
Did I actually? I think I did meet you at the show that you guys played at the Palladium with Red Cross.
Yeah,
was that
yeah,
show?
yeah.
I met you in the parking lot, and we just talked for like really, like, it was like literally 2-3 minutes. We introduced ourselves, and that was it. And then on Facebook is when we kind of like friended each other, and then that's when we actually started talking. But I did meet you. I met you face to face.
Yeah, that Palladium show was amazing. It was such an honor to play with Red Cross at that show. We just finished like a whole Canadian tour with them, where they were opening up for us across Canada, and we were opening for them all the West Coast.
Yeah,
and yeah, it was amazing.
Crush came out in what 1990?
3?
Yeah, 93.
I might have been at that show actually.
We were in the parking lot when you guys started, and I ran in because you guys opened up with Shine, I think, and I ran in. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, you know the funniest thing about that show was on the outside of the Palladium, they had all those like it was like a movie theater. They had all the upcoming posters and who was playing tonight. And my buddy broke a window with his fist to get the Doughboys Crush poster.
Whoa!
We walk in and there's like 100 posters there on a table, like for us.
Yeah, I was gonna say we used to give those
you
away.
Fucking idiot, you know.
We used to give those away, man. Like totally. Like I don't know.
Another story about that same guy is when All Systems Go played at it was a show in.
We played the Troubadour in LA.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Falling data.
Our
down.
Our set is falling apart. Hold on.
Right there.
All right. So, it was at Spaceland, and All Systems Go played. I don't think you were in the band yet. I think Frank was still in the band. Mark was in the band, and Matt, I think, was still in the band at the time. And one of my best friends, he was standing at, he's a huge Doughboys fan and a huge All Systems Go fan. And he kept yelling at Castor all these Doughboys songs. And finally John goes, dude, I don't know if you know this, but this isn't the Doughboys. And my buddy looked at him and goes, if you don't play this song, I'm going to fucking kick your ass. And he's like, dude, we don't know that song. This is not the same band, you know? But every time I've seen Castor after that, he always just kind of looks around. Hey, Gizz, and then he looks around. Is your buddy here? No, he's not here. You're good.
Yeah, we never did any Doughboy songs at all. We at the end of our Australian tour with the Hard-Ons.
Australian version of the Hard-Ons. I love that band. Oh, yeah. There's another version of Hard-Ons.
Amazing.
I think they're American.
There's like 3 or 4 different Hard-Ons.
Really?
Yeah. But the Australian version is fucking badass.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're like Henry Rollins' backup band when he tours there and stuff like that. But back then, but no, we were playing this extended sound check in Sydney, I think it was, and whatever, we were bored or something, and we started playing the Doughboys song for fun, and we ended up playing 2 or 3, and it was just like, holy fuck, man, we totally still know this stuff. That's as close as it got to any Doughboy songs for me in that band.
Now with Doughboys, I mean, you guys had Shine and Fix Me. You guys hit MTV for a brief period, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you were out there
with Sean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much with the second
introduction.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really do many interviews back then. It was mostly Kastner and Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we had a little something going on with America, like on like in Canada we had Much Music, which loved us.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we like never really toured Canada that much. It was always the States or Europe, constantly. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. in LA, I think MTV came out to that show you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Man, one of the people there, they showed me all these old dressing rooms that were hidden away and stuff. It was totally cool. It was like going back in time. Weird.
I have a real serious question here. This means a lot to me. In 2012, you got the Queen Elizabeth Diamond Jubilee Medal. Right?
No.
This is the Nardwar. This is the Nardwar moment.
It might be,
This
but like,
is
so
the
that's
Nardwar. I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
No.
that's what it says on your bio.
IMDb.
No way.
IMDb. It
Whatever
says
the
you got
fuck.
the Queen Elizabeth Diamond Jubilee Medal, and like, if you have it, I want you to put it on.
I don't have it, man.
Did you get it?
No.
No, come on.
So what's the story behind this?
Yeah, what's the
He
story
told me
behind
about it
that?
today, and
Well,
I'm
we
like,
looked it up.
and I'm like, dude, I know Pete, and he's never talked about it. I've known the guy
What the
for
hell is that anyway? Queen Elizabeth Jubilee Medal?
what? Seriously, you don't know what it's about?
It was your picture on IMDb for some videos.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, shut up!
Somebody look this shit the fuck up right now.
Yeah, look that up.
Instagram interns for this.
No,
Take
man.
your flannel back. All right, so tell me about Tung Fu.
Oh my God. That was a band that was put together by a guy named Lou Molinaro, and it was like an all-star band of Hamilton, like Gordy Lewis from Teenage Head,
Yeah.
Gene, just like a bunch of like older rockers that weren't really playing anymore. And it was it didn't last for very long, but it was cool. We got to open up for some cool people. Like it was weird. It was an honor to play with Gordy, rest in peace. That's a totally weird story in itself.
Tell it.
It involved his death,
Entertaining the
which
masses.
no, it involved his death, which I don't like to talk about.
Oh, that's all right.
Because yeah, it involved like a family member. Yeah, it was horrific. But yeah, Tung Fu. It didn't last too long, but it was cool. And yeah, what else? We ended up playing. Yeah, they went down to New York. I wasn't in the band after that, and they recorded a record. But right after that, I guess they broke up, something like that.
It's kind of a brief stint, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It was kind of meant to be that way. But yeah, after that, like I pretty much after Doughboys went kind of like singer-songwriter, acoustic, doing that kind of thing. Yeah, I've been doing that ever since.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just playing acoustic. Just
Like singing to your cat kind of thing, or do you have recordings?
I don't have any recordings yet. I'm working on it.
Okay, then.
Totally. Yeah. That's gonna come
You and
out.
I definitely have to collaborate.
Sure, man. Yeah.
I've been teaching
Yeah.
him how to sing now for weeks.
And it's helping.
It's definitely helping.
Oh man. Yeah, I know, but the music scene kind of died here a bit when the club closed down just before COVID.
Which club?
This Ain't Hollywood.
Okay.
That was like, it is totally so cool. Like, Lou brought in all the best bands that he could find. And yeah, it's weird. They sold the building or something, and then COVID hit. So in a way, they got lucky. So
Now, is
yeah,
there
the
any hope
music.
of a revival in that way? Like, is there going to be kind of a new scene there?
I don't know. Like, I don't think so. As far as like a punk venue like that goes. Like, I mean, there's still venues here, but it's just really not the same as it used to be. Like cheap rent and like, you know, it's a lot like Toronto now. Very expensive.
Oh God.
Yeah. Whatever.
This is not punk conducive.
No, man. Like the rents like tripled, and all the artists and everything just either left or the scene just went away really quickly. You can't throw a stick and hit an artist or musician anymore.
Really?
No, it's sad. But I'm still here. I still love it.
I can imagine. I mean, it's a really cool place. I love Canada. In as much as I can. I'm trying to watch these idiots play half-ass baseball over here. It looks like cricket.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Next, like, give us a little love, a little download. Like, what's happening?
I lost you there for like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
You really didn't want to know.
Yeah, nobody wanted to.
Okay.
I just said, like, tell us, you got us now?
We're what? Back? Yeah, I'm back.
All right, go. I just said, like, what's going on now? What's next? What do you give us some in the works stuff? Tell me you got some promise and some happening, and you're not just working at Blockbuster.
No, I'm actually a professional chef now, but I'm still. I've got an old buddy that we're working on making something happen very soon.
Right.
He's got like a home studio that he's a little bit out of town. Dave. Yeah, we're going to do something there. We got tons of instruments and everything ready to go. I certainly have songs ready to go, and so does he. So yeah, we're just going to jump in and see what the hell happens.
Right on.
Yeah, I mean, getting like a whole rock band together is kind of weird right now for me. I just want to go into the studio and start like just acoustically. Yeah.
Start from the bottom up again.
Yeah. I don't need the full-on rock band yet.
I'm the same way, man. I'm like, it's like I love it, but there's a new part of me like I just want to simplify music. I don't need all the bells and whistles anymore.
For sure. I mean, it's so hard to keep that, like 4 people or 5 people going, like rehearsing even when everyone's older now and working. It's just like, yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
All right, and this is the question that Paul and I. He's the one that's right on it, but today it's my turn. What is the first band or punk band that got you into wanting to play music? Not necessarily into music, but to play.
To play it. Of course, like everybody got, this first Sex Pistols record, and the guitars just blew my mind on that and everything else. But, like I went through the whole, like, American punk thing. Well, the British first and then the American. And then bands like Husker Du just blew my mind.
Oh.
Right.
You see the last word of our
yeah, I know. Yeah, bands like Husker Du and the Meat Puppets and that whole sound. Just that's what like Jellyfish Babies liked.
Yeah.
So much. And we were like, it doesn't have to be 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 It was like it can be melodic. Yeah, it can be melodic and sensitive and make it what you think it is or whatever you want it to be. And yeah, Husker Du blew my mind. and from there, like, they influenced so many other people. And I don't know, like, the whole twin tone band sound, the house, or not House View, Soul Asylum, and
Oh,
like
dude,
early,
Dave Turner, yeah.
like Replacements and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
rock and roll
It's just-
church, the Replacements.
Yeah, I mean, to me back then that was totally new. Like even Jellyfish Babies back in the day, we opened up for Soul Asylum like twice in Toronto.
It was so good. I know
Yeah,
it's
like,
gonna
we're
sound
like-
weird for people to like see like a punk rock podcast. I'm like, you know what? Like Shannon Hoon was a great singer. Dave Perner, I love that shit. Like there was a lot of bands I think that didn't get a lot of credit, and I think it was really important for you to cite them as influences, so that other people will kind of look that up and move through with that. I think that's brilliant.
Absolutely, like that, like the albums before the Runaway Train and all that stuff. Like,
Oh yeah.
While
I
you
mean,
were out,
Runaway
and that
Train
stuff.
brought them to the masses.
Yeah,
But the shit
For
that
sure.
they had
were
before then
great.
is classic.
Yeah.
You know, like but like I like again, Pete and I have talked. We've been friends for well over 20 years. Probably every other month we sit down and just talk. Just have a personal conversation. And we talk about music and
Yeah.
like we were both fans of Doughboys, and you got to be in the Doughboys. Like what our dynamic here with Paul and I is that Paul is a guitar player, he's a musician, but he's really never been in bands.
I've been in a few bands here and there, but nothing like a total society. But in '91, when I first heard that Lazlo's place, it was like, oh my god, shit! I'm gonna get to meet the guy, and so I get to be in the crowd.
Yeah, and to me, that's kind of how I look at you and John and Brock. Is like I'm the crowd, and you guys are the band.
Well, thank you very much.
And it's very rare that I can say that about a band, because especially in the last decade or so, I've become more of a fan of songs and not bands. But Doughboys will always be one of my favorite band, not one, my favorite band. Doughboys.
Wow.
If it wasn't for Doughboys, I would not sing the way I do. I would not write the way I do. I would not harmonize or do backing vocals the way I do. I mean, it's a band that has stood the test of time musically, but for me as an artist, they've influenced me 1,000.
Well, thank you so much.
For you to be a part of that, and for you and I to be friends, it's I mean, it's been a pleasure. I mean, and it will always be a pleasure to be like your friend. Like
well, thank you so much, man.
Most of my friends, like when they know, everybody knows I'm a Doughboy fan, but when I tell them, oh yeah, last night I was chatting with fucking Peter for about an hour, and I'm like, what? Like, you talked to him? Yeah. And it wasn't even like just a phone conversation.
With
we were
words?
we were FaceTiming each other, just having and I want people to know also, you're such a great friend of mine that when I was going through a dark period of my time and I was not well mentally, I would call you and just to remind myself of here's a guy that I love. And you would just talk. You didn't try to save my life or anything. You were just there for me, and you let me talk, and you were worried about me, but you let me have that space. You didn't try to interject anything, and he helped me through a lot, because I did talk to you a lot during those dark times. And again, man, I just need to thank you, because publicly that you were one of those people that were there for me and talked to me.
No problem, dude. Like, I'm just another guy, like you. Thank you. Like, so are you. Like, everyone's, like, I don't have any ego. I never really did. It's just like I loved what I did, and I was fucking happy and lucky to be doing it.
Exactly.
And I would talk to people after shows and be like, "Hey, thanks for coming to the show, man. Like, thanks. Like, honestly, like, did you have a good time? Whatever. Like, like, it's just I always like remained like egoless. And, of course we've seen it in other bands and things like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and again, like
say like, oh, you were the
I could not
Doughboys.
for a better dobro.
Dobro. You play him with a slide?
I call him dobro. I call Caster dobro, and I call Brock dobro. Those are the 3 dobros
And
right there,
I
man.
feel pretty honored to be able to be brought into this circle as well, Pete. So thanks for being on with us. I do have one more question for you because you said you're a chef. That's a creative question. Have you drawn comparisons between being creative in the kitchen and being creative with music?
Absolutely, it's an art form. It's every day I have to create something. It's the same way I come home and create a song or an idea. It's just something that people have. They have it or they don't. But yeah, it's the same thing. Like I go to work and I have to create every day. I work in like a fast-paced restaurant. Like I work where I can be creative. And I think like just like being an artist is being an artist. Like cooking is an art form.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm aspiring myself.
Really like.
I mean, I aspire myself. Like I do spend a fair amount of time in the kitchen. I love creating, and like there is a certain amount for me, like of that music and that melody and that sound and that feeling and that thing. So it's fun to hear it from somebody else who has been now successful at both of those things to be able to quantify that a little bit.
It's really weird that in the last, I would say 6 to 8 months of me being the new drummer for LA Slumlord, when I'm talking to the band, all my analogies are about food and music related. Like I told the guys in the band when a few months after we were already kind of establishing our new sound, and I was talking to the guitar player and the bass player Patty and James, and I was like, hey, you know what? The Slumlords is like a grilled cheese sandwich, like when I joined the band, I heard your tunes that I had to learn. It's just Wonder Bread and some what's that Kraft cheese,
now he's gonna tell us that
you're not the craft dinner.
I did. I brought this Asiago bread, some organic, cheese, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck.
So you're not the craft dinner of rock and roll.
I brought different ingredients into this recipe and improved it, or tried to improve it, and that's what I've always tried to do with any band that I come in. It's just, and as you did when you came into the Doughboys, you didn't try to play what Bondhead was. You just did what you did, and you did your thing, which made the band grow. And over all these years, it's just I mean, like I don't get starstruck very much,
I'm right here.
But when you do meet like your idols and then they become your friend, dude, it's something that not too many people can say. Like the other day, like the other, a week ago, I got to talk to Steve Van Zandt. Steven Van Zandt. Had a little conversation with the guy. The Mighty Manfred, like and he's a friend. He's a fan of mine. It's like, what the fuck?
That's so awesome, man. That's so awesome. But you deserve it. Like when I finally got a chance to listen to that song, I listened to it like 5 times in a row. Congratulations, man. It's really nice.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I find it like, I don't like a lot of new music, and it really takes something to make me like it. That's the truth. It's like I was listening to it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Cool. And and it's like
singing.
Yeah, man. It's totally cool. And I listened to it again and again and again.
I may look like the devil, but I sing like an angel.
No, it's great, man. Congratulations on that whole thing.
Thank you, man. Cool. Thank you so much. It's just, but again, man, what I create musically, if it wasn't for you and the Doughboys, it would not. Well, not the Doughboys.
Doughboys.
The Doughboys.
Well, just Doughboys.
Like I would not be the songwriter, the musician that I am. Drums, vocals, songwriter.
Before we got the sound correct, I was like kind of talking about like how Doughboys actually had an influence on some other bands that we see that come after you guys. I mean, even Big Drill Car.
Yeah.
And like it's like some of those really fucking awesome bands that I really love. Like there's a real good root in that. How do you feel about being an influence on some of those other bands that became something more because of you guys?
It's overwhelming, like it's cool and everything, but I don't look at it like I'm anything like, wow, look at me, I'm in the Doughboys, I'm the bass player. But to me, like when we were writing all that stuff and we were like creating it was almost magical. Like we kind of knew it was happening and like look at each other like, holy fuck, where's this coming from? Like we were talking about those 29 songs we recorded. Where did they all come from? Like, but we would just magically just keep going and keep writing, and I don't question it. Like some songs, like whatever, get rid of. But it was a magical time for us. It was like, for me. I mean, I've never been in a band like that ever again. It was the same thing with Jellyfish. Like we just started just writing like crazy. I don't know.
So somebody finally says, "Hey, Doughboys, we want to make a music video with you motherfuckers, and we want to make something quality. We want to put it someplace." What's that feel like? How do you react to that at your age at that time?
I never really liked videos back then because they were just too contrived, and like record companies would tell you what to do.
Right.
But the Shine video, we got like our friends to art direct, so we were kind of happy about that. But yeah, videos I just never liked doing. Neither did like Jonathan or Paul. It was just like
Kastner did though, huh?
Well, the dreadlocks.
I don't know. Yeah, some people like it. It's but it's just something you have to do for the record company. Like back in the day before YouTube and all that, you had to like make a video, spend like 2 days in some cold warehouse pretending you're playing live.
Oh, because you guys were in Canada. The warehouses here in California, especially in Los Angeles, are very
nice.
warm. Very warm. You could wear shorts.
Oh man, no, we were like in the middle of winter.
Well, if you ever want to take a trip, we got a spot. Sleep on Gizz belly.
Pete and I have talked many years, and if he ever comes to LA, it's on. Like you're coming to my house, you can stay at my house, and all we're gonna do is cook, and have fun. And
cool. Sounds good to me, man.
My home is always your home. You know that. So.
Yeah, bro, for sure. Like, I want to make it down soon. Like, I lived there like on and off with All Systems Go, and I miss it for sure. LA? Yeah,
no, just
the
whole LA's fucking awesome.
It is. I mean, come on, John moved here.
It's 8:00 at night, and I'm barely like need to be in this vest.
Yeah. Well, the vest is because
of my fat.
Okay. Nipples.
Well, I'll let those loose.
Yeah.
What do you got going on, like in the future? Like, what is your plan musically?
I've got like a songbook full of ideas.
Okay.
That I want to go to my buddy Dave Miller's studio and just hash it out and see what works.
Do 29 songs and then call me.
I've got about 25 that are done for sure. I just want to go in and just kind of like maybe demo it and see what bites. I don't know. I just don't know anymore because I've made so many records. It's like, do I want to do this again?
Of course you do.
It's table side.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I was saying, it's so hard to put a band together and go that way.
Shit, like
it's all acoustic stuff now for sure.
It's so much easier.
Yeah,
that's what I love about it, especially when I'm a drummer, and I'm like, as soon as you take out the drummer, recording becomes so much easier.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I mean, like you don't. I mean, you don't really need drums for what I want to do. but at the same
Exactly.
time, some kind of percussive instrument.
Our
Yeah.
producer Tard is now very offended.
Oh no,
our
sorry.
Our producer is my drummer in my other band, We're the Ghost, that I sing for,
Go.
and he's
Mhm.
also my drum tech for LA Slumlords. And
Cool.
he's such a good. It's so nice and relieving to be 53 years old and have a drum tech, because he could set up my kit. He could pretty much, like,
Whoa.
if he ever jammed,
Now
if
he
he
wants
ever
to get paid all of a
jammed,
sudden.
if he ever played with the LA Slumlords, he'd probably take my spot because he's really good. But I don't think he could do it.
He's kind of talented, but he's skinny.
I don't think you want the gig. You better sit down. You better sit down. I barely want the
Hey,
gig.
Pete, what's the chances you come down for punk rock bowling?
Oh, he ain't coming down.
Oh man, I'd love to. When is
Oh,
it?
I'd love to.
But are you?
Yeah. We used to have a punk rock bowling thing in Montreal back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, man, that was fun. For sure.
Right. Well, these guys are going to be playing. We're the Ghosts are playing Hannessy's Right, and we got Slumlords on the main stage. I'm going to announce the Slumlords because James Kreitz owes me.
Do I get to open up for Devo and the Subhumans?
Nice, man. No,
The
I'd love
next
to get down
night-
there for sure.
The next night, Descendants are headlining, which you and I both know Carl Alvarez, and I would just love to open up for him, man. I love Carl. He's
Oh, they're
wonderful.
all so cool, man. Yeah, like we've crossed paths with them so many times in like on our travels. It was always like so nice to like be in the middle of Germany and all of a sudden like, oh my god, you guys are playing the next night. You know, they come to our show, we go to their show. You know,
Gizz is going to be grounded now.
I'm smoking
Yeah, man.
bowls. I'm smoking bowls in this. Oh yeah.
Oh, do we have an audience? 4. Yeah, Pete, you're supposed to tell everybody you've ever met and know that we're doing
oh
it.
my.
We're working on our audience now.
Okay, sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry. You hoser.
You hoser.
Yeah, I know. Well, one of the reasons I own a VCR still is because of Strange Brew.
Right on.
Gizz just disappeared out of the room. He probably got diarrhea.
Yeah, man. No, I'm looking for.
Whatever.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fucking fine. Anyways, it has been an absolute honor to have you on. I love what you've done. I love where you've been. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes out of what you're doing. I'd love for you to break something on our show if you're going to do some recording work.
Cool,
I think that would be an amazing moment for us.
Definitely. I've been putting it off. I've been too fucking lazy, and just like work has been overpowering me. But I'm gonna do something for sure.
Like I said, kind of aspiring for the cook stuff. Like I've got a couple of different restaurant models, and I'm like really excited to do that. But I also do know exactly what kind of the work and the dedication that takes. That's a full-time thing. And
It's
so
a
I get that. It is a lifestyle. Yeah, you got burnt
For
hands
sure.
and your feet are killing you. And there's a fridge full of cocaine.
No.
So I fully understand how that works. But if you're gonna get back into the stuff and do things, we can all do stuff digitally and run stuff back and forth. I'd love to see Gizz. Can you sing and play?
Play what?
No. So, drums.
Yes.
Oh, you can.
Yeah. How do you think I got shot, bitch?
Shot.
Yeah.
Shot with what?
Fucking 22 after a show because I was singing and playing drums and the guy was jealous.
So we have a lot of lies in this show.
Oh my god.
No, that shit actually happened. It actually happened. He knows.
Whoa.
Like I said, I would love to if you're gonna like put some stuff together. I'd love to break it on the show here and give our listeners the first crack at it.
Okay, okay. Before we go, because we only have a few minutes left. Are there any new bands that have like come into your world where you're just like, what the fuck? Like, this is some good shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't hear what you said. Say it again.
No, not really. I mean, like there are bands that I like, but yeah, it's just kind of a lull right now. Like as far as like I said, like I don't like anything new anymore. Just maybe I'm just older or something, but jaded. But
Okay, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. All right, there's a band you need to get as soon as we're done with the show. I want you to go on YouTube and check this band out. They're called Couch Surf. All right, and I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass because the singer is one of my producers here, but he's also like I'm a huge fan of this kid, man. The man has got vocals for days. His melodies very Doughboys inspired. Yet I don't think when he started writing into the shit, he even knew who the Doughboys were. But very inspired, and surf is the S is a dollar sign.
Okay, I just wrote that down. Okay. So, also, I'm playing in this band on the side, Sammy and the Squids.
All right.
I'm playing like lead guitar and backup vocals. It's just kind of like surf and like scary lounge stuff.
Oh, love it.
So yeah, I forgot to mention that. That's fun. That's like totally cool. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm busy with that. The Flaw Factor.
So yeah, so let's all stay in touch. And like I said, when anything you're putting out, you're doing, you getting interested in, I want to hear about it. I'd love to break whatever you're doing on the show here because we need listeners.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sure we got 4 more because of you.
No, he didn't know anybody. Right. He didn't tell him fucking so. He's like, well, let's see how this works out.
Did we ever get to the comments?
Nobody cares.
I don't know. I can't see you down here.
Nobody?
Well, again, we're working out the tech on this one, and we'll get there to where you can see the comments too at some point. But I would love to do this again.
Oh, hold on.
For sure.
I can't see
there's my.
Read them to me.
He doesn't read?
You talking to me?
No, I don't know.
No, we're trying to look at what the comments that are. I can't read that, bro. The flaw.
That's the Flaw Factor. The Sammy and the Squids.
Oh.
Cha-cha. And that's my fiance who posted that.
Oh, hello, beautiful. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You have a Doughboy? You get to sleep with the Doughboy? Oh, man. I wish I was a female.
She's a Detroit girl.
Hey, that's my family. She's psycho.
Yeah.
Watch out for her.
Right.
I'm going to tell you right now. She's crazy. If she's from Detroit, she's crazy.
You know who's saying that, right? You understand that?
She's a tiger. Or a lion.
Lioness.
She's not crazy.
Is she Hispanic?
No. Italiano.
Okay. So you're safe. Oh, Italian.
Oh,
watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out, dude. There might be a horse in your bed one day.
No.
All right, Peter. Hey.
All right.
Hey, Peter. I love you, man.
Yeah, you too, man.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you for coming on the show, man. Well, let's do it again sometime. And
yeah, I'm glad I made a new friend, Pete. Like honestly, it's like a super honor. Like I love everything you've done. Keep it up and keep us surprised of your situation.
I will, man. I'll send you some stuff once I get it.
Some recipes too.
Sure, man.
When you come to LA, our show, we're gonna have you in studio and we're gonna cook.
I'll set up a kitchen.
Playing guitar.
No, I'll cook for you. You play guitar.
All right.
We're gonna cook on a guitar. The guitar we got in the broken guitar we got in there.
Okay,
we're gonna use that at kindling.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mexicans don't camp.
Oh my god. Okay.
Pete, it's been fucking awesome.
Hold on.
Again.
Hold on. What, we have one more comment. What does it say? It is. Who said it?
Rich.
Rich Esparza? Fuck you, cunt.
You're awesome. I hope to see you again.
Okay, guys.
Take care. Okay. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Take care. Talk to you soon.
Pete. We'll talk soon, brother. All right.
Bye-bye.
No. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey.
We're
Hey.
working it. We're working it.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I think this was the best show I've ever done.
I think this was our best yet. I really do agree.
With
Like,
with everything that went wrong, I think
it's actually not as much as usual.
no.
Can you guys fix that and fuck this up
What's
better
that?
next week?
Go fuck yourself.
We don't.
Fucking Rich. Piedra. What is his name? Esparza.
What the
Esparza.
fuck?
What's your last name?
Esparza. What?
Go, babe. All right. Are you guys done?
All right. I'm Gizz Lazlo. This is just
Paul.
Paul. I want to thank our producer, Chribo. I want to thank our co-producer, Elias. I want to thank our new makeup artist and caterer, Marlene. Sean Cohill for his technical
Difficulties?
difficulties, definitely. And again, Paul, I love you.
I love you too, you cunt.
And come back next Monday and watch us get drunk again.
Oh,
I
you're
don't have a
drunk?
drink. I'm taking it.
Jim Beam, sponsor us.
Cheers, cunts.
Adios, bitches.